for the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. Matt Adams off a tough performance on Friday, 3 2/3, gave up 5 hits, roughed up for 4 runs. He left that game irate at his performance, is how Keller Bradford described it to me. Well, here's the redemption story, if you will, for Matt Adams tonight. 16 starts this season for him, JC. None bigger than tonight. He's not going to have to extend deep in this game, but if he can cover some innings and do it efficiently, oh boy, buckle up, John Cox.
There's Jake Ogden to lead it off now for Miami. Ogden, the right-hand hitting shortstop, 348 hitter on the year, 8 home runs, 32 runs batted in. So Ogden leads it off. Matt Adams ready to go to work. First pitch of the ball game on the way, and it's in for a called strike. So underway here tonight, just after 8:05 Golden Eagle time. Eagles and Miami for the Hattiesburg Regional Championship. 0-1 to Ogden from Adams. That one down low. So ball and a strike to Ogden. Again, a 348 hitter. 8 home runs, 32 runs batted in. A transfer from North Carolina, Greensboro. 1-1 pitch. Ogden takes that one inside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Still filing in to Pete Taylor Park tonight. It's a full house here at the Pete as the Eagles take on the Miami Hurricanes. 2 balls and a strike to Ogden. Adams kicks and fires. That was a called strike, and it's 2-2.
Fastball, slider, fastball, fastball. That's been the sequence to start for Matt Adams. The fastball command looks nice early on.
2-2 pitch. Fouled away into the Golden Eagle dugout. That got somebody in the chest down there. Everybody hanging over that railing on both the Eagle dugout and the Miami dugout tonight. Everybody wants to get a close view of what's going to go on tonight between these two battling baseball teams. Here's Adams. 2-2 pitch to Ogden. Breaking ball called strike 3. Good start for Matt Adams. A curveball strikeout of Ogden to start the ball game and one away for Miami.
And John, that's what he'll bring. This moment won't be too big for Matt Adams tonight. He'll have command and feel of pitches. To me, it's about how sharp he commands them. He has got a 4 to 5 pitch mix. He can bring the cutter, the curve, the slider, the fastball as well in a change.
There's Max Galva down, left-hand hitting left fielder. Hits one back foul to the left side. That'll be the first ball of many into the apartments tonight. Galvin, a 303 hitter, 7 home runs, 34 runs batted in. A guy who began his career at Oklahoma State. 0-1 pitch from Adams, breaking ball called strike, and 0-2 to Galvin. Galvin 6 of 14 in this NCAA regional with a home run, a double, and 5 runs batted in. 0-2 is up high, and 1 ball, 2 strikes to Galvin.
Love that miss. Miss up with the fastball on 0-2. Changes eye level. Look for something sinking to the bottom of the zone.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled away. Again, back over into the apartments. Remains a 1-2 count on Galvin. This Miami ball club didn't hit as well as they'd like to during the regular season. Just .266 in ACC play. 1-2 pitch off speed and outside to the left-handed hitting Galvin. And a 2-2 count now on Max Galvin.
They were going for the backdoor breaking ball. That one just stayed off.
2-2 pitch to Galvin. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. High fastball from Matt Adams at 91 miles an hour. Back-to-back strikeouts of Ogden and Galvin to start tonight for Adams, and they're 2 away.
John, he's comfortable in this park. Couple of performances that stand out this season. How about the 6 1/3 of one-hit baseball against Arkansas State back on May the 3rd? But it's a performance on a Tuesday night against UTRGV that I remember. No walks, 10 Ks, over 6 2/3 in Pete Taylor Park.
Daniel Covey, the batter, he bounces one to third. Big chopper. Smith's got it. Throw to first in time. To get Covey in a 1-2-3 inning. Matt Adams puts him down in order here in the top of the first inning tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left for Miami as we get started tonight here at Pete Taylor Park. Back in a moment, Golden Eagle Baseball, Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield.
Of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Matt Adams puts the Hurricanes down 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. So we head to the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the ball club from Miami, the Hurricanes have got on the mound tonight the right-hander. The right-hander on the mound is Reese Lumpkin, the transfer from Winthrop. He is on the mound tonight for this ball club from Miami. So Lumpkin, his numbers on the year for this ball club, his 14th appearance, his 11th start of the year, 50 2/3 innings, 51 hits given up, 34 runs given up, 33 or 31 of those rather were earned, 18 walks over 48 strikeouts. Opponents hit 264 against Lumpkin. Earned run average of 5.51. 4 wins, 2 losses on the year for the right-hander Reese Lumpkin on the mound for Miami. And he's ready to go to work. And Jake Cook ready to step in to lead it off for the Golden Eagles tonight.
Well, Oz said in his Oz report to you, JC, in the pregame show, one spark can start a fire. That spark this season has been Jake Cook at the top. He got us off to a fast start on the first pitch last night against Darius. See what he does against Lumpkin here.
Lumpkin ready to go to work. Looks in, has the sign, and the pitch on the way. That's a fastball low, and 1 ball, no strikes to Cook. Cook starts tonight inning 350. 3 home runs, 32 runs batted in, 3 stolen bases on the year for Cook. Lumpkin looks in, has the sign. Here's the pitch on the way. Bouncing ball down to third. Playing in is Covey, and the throw to first in time to get Cook. Covey playing in on the edge of the turf there at third base. So 1 away as Cook bounces out, and the batter going to be Ozzie Pratt. Ozzie back in the lineup tonight for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, JC, it's good to see. Ozzie took a baseball to around the head, neck region yesterday. Missed last night's ball game, but returning here tonight.
Left-hand hitting, shortstop for the Golden Eagles. Pitch on the way from Lumpkin. Breaking ball, called strike to Ozzie, and it's 0-1. Pratt, who hit .317 a year ago, hitting .312 this year for the Golden Eagles. Lumpkin looks in, gets the sign from Smith, and the 0-1 pitch taken low by Ozzie Pratt, and it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count on the Eagles shortstop.
94 out of the hand of Reese Lumpkin. He began this at bat with a big sweeping breaking ball to Ozzie Pratt for a strike.
1-1 to Ozzie. Lumpkin rocks, kicks, delivers, and a foul tip back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pratt. Again, Ozzie missing last night's ball game, but he wasn't going to miss 2 in a row. He's back in there tonight. 1-2 coming to Ozzie Pratt. Lumpkin fires to the plate, and it's fouled back by Pratt, so it stays at 1-2.
Pratt and BP today showed no ill effects of being hit with that baseball. He was sharp as attack, left the yard a couple times. That's always a positive sign to me that Ozzie is seeing it well, kind of pulling the baseball. It's not what he does a lot of, but he's got the ability to do it.
1-2 to Pratt. There's Lumpkin, right-hander, pitch to the plate, fly ball left field. Galvin drifting back, and he'll get there and make the catch, so 2 away. So Cook grounds out. Pratt flies out to left field, and 2 away for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first inning. And here's Nick Monaster for the Eagles. Monaster, .327 hitter, 21 home runs, and 72 runs batted in to lead the Eagles in the RBI department. Monaster at the plate, just 4 for 20 in this NCAA tournament. Pitch to the plate, fouled away down into the turf, and 0-1 to Monaster. Monaster, though, a great hitter during the Sun Belt Conference season for the Eagles this year. Hit .325, one of the leading hitters in the Sun Belt this year. 0-1 pitch now coming to Monaster. 2 out, nobody on for the Eagles. Lumpkin rocks, kicks, delivers. Pitch up high and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Monaster. A guy that hit .247 a year ago. 11 home runs, 53 runs batted in, but he's gone from .247 to .327 this year at the plate. Lumpkin gets the sign. A right-hander rocks, kicks, delivers. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Actually foul tipped it back into the catcher's mitt, so 1-2 to Monaster.
Yeah, the increase of the average is nice for Monaster. I'm here for the on-base percentage, up around .412 at this point of the season. Slugging .630, got an OPS over 1,000 at the moment.
1-2 coming to Dick. Here's Lumpkin. 1-2 up high. 2-2 to Monaster. 2 away, nobody on for the Eagles playing here in the bottom of the first. Eagles, the home team, wearing their gold jersey tops, the white pants tonight. Monaster waiting on a 2-2 pitch. Galvin, the right-hander, to the pitch, to the plate, and a ground ball to the left side. They're going to get it and throw to first and get him out. They had 3 guys on that third base side of second base, and they're able to field it and throw Monaster out at first base, and that's it for Nick, and that'll be it for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. An inning in the book tonight here at Pete Taylor Park. No score. Southern Miss and Miami. Back in a moment. Golden Eagle Baseball, Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
We're rolling in the riches at the Silver Slipper every Friday and Saturday in April, May, and June, where you can qualify to roll the big fuzzy dice and get a chance to win up to $10,000 in free slot play. Play all month long to earn entries for the grand prize drawing. You can win a share of over $20,000 in cash prizes on the last Saturday of the month. We're on the beach in Hancock County, Silver Slipper Casino. Proud to be your host on the coast.
Have a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Are you looking for an HVAC company that cares more? Look no further than Air South Cooling and Heating. We offer 0% financing on new cooling and heating systems, whole house power generators, and water heaters. Benefit from our free consultations, 24/7, 365 emergency service, and a free service call with the repair of your system backed by our satisfaction guarantee. Call Air South Cooling and Heating today at 601-909-0881. Air South Cooling and Heating. We care more. Offer subject to credit approval. See airsouthnow.com for full details.
This is Golden Eagle Baseball in the Division I Baseball Championship. Once again, here's the voice of the Golden Eagles, John Cox.
Top of the second inning tonight here at Pete Taylor Park. No score between the Golden Eagles and the Miami Hurricanes. It'll be Gonzalez, Williams, and Gonzalez for Miami here in the second inning. Dorian Gonzalez, Derek Williams, and Renzo Gonzalez for the Hurricanes here in the second inning. Facing Eagle right-hander Matt Adams. Pitch on the way to Dorian Gonzalez, and it's a breaking ball called strike. And 0-1 to Gonzalez, who hits .262. 10 home runs, 54 runs batted in this year. Pitch on the way, that one fouled back. So quickly 0-2 on Gonzalez, and Seth Smith will make the trip over to short right field.
Should be noted, Matt Adams has been ahead of every Hurricane batter. That helps.
0-2. Fly ball hit foul back to the left side. Out of play. Gonzalez, a guy who hit .303 last year for this ball club with 8 home runs, .262 with 10 home runs this year for Dorian Gonzalez. Adams, 0-2, is down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gonzalez. Miami again last year, 27-30, 33-25 on the year coming into the ball game tonight. 1-2 to Gonzalez. A breaking ball just missed outside from Adams, and it's 2-2.
Trying that backdoor breaking ball. It's worked once. Couldn't get it to bite twice.
2-2 to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Matt Adams reared back and got that one in there, and Gonzalez out on strikes. That's 3 strikeouts for Matt Adams out of the first 4 batters he has faced tonight. 1 away. Miami in the second, and the batter going to be Derek Williams, the right-handed hitting designated hitter.
Yeah, I think Adams went with a wrinkle, went with the change-up on the 2-strike count to get Dorian Gonzalez Jr. out in front of it.
Derek Williams, the batter, he's a .331 hitter on the year for this ball club. There's a breaking ball that misses, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Derek Williams, transfer from Wichita State. High fly ball, deep center field, driving Cook back to the wall, and that one's out of here. That is a home run for Williams. And just like that, Miami's got a 1-0 lead tonight. So Matt Adams retires the first 4 batters that he faces, but Williams able to hit one out of the ballpark, his 9th home run of the year, and it's 1-0 in favor of Miami.
That was a fastball that found the heart of the zone. Williams did miss it. 103 off his barrel. 411 feet later is where that baseball came to rest. Adams had been staying so good Matt Adams in and out, just missed with that fastball.
Pitch on the way now to Renzo Gonzalez. That's in for a called strike. Matt Adams surrendering his 9th home run of the year. 0-1 to Gonzalez. A breaking ball that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I would think Miami's going to hunt a fastball tonight, JC. Matt Adams pitching on short rest. Not sure how long he's in there. They know he's probably pumping a lot more fastballs than maybe usual.
1-1 to Gonzalez. He fouls it away. Back to the left side.
To me, if that's the case, if that's what the Hurricanes are going to do, as you call these pitches and they're off speed and they're breaking balls, the command will be what makes the effectiveness of the fastball tonight for Matt Adams.
1-2 pitch. Up high. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Renzo Gonzalez. But a 1-0 lead for Miami on a home run by Derek Williams here in the second inning. Two pitch from Adams. Change up, off speed pitch, and he fouled it away.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of it. That was dotted up right to the very bottom of the strike zone. Kind of changing that bat speed, if you will, of this time Renzo Gonzalez. Trying to speed him up a little bit.
Now the 2-2. That went down low for a ball, and a full count now to Gonzalez. Miami's got a 1-0 lead. A 1-out home run here in the second inning by Derek Williams. Has him on top. 3-2 to Gonzalez. And he missed it. That one, it's a ball 4. So a base on balls to Renzo Gonzalez for Miami. And the batter going to be the right-hand hitting catcher, Tanner Smith.
Those are rare walks, just the 22nd one across 75 2/3 innings this season for Matt Adams. He doesn't give free passes out a lot, JC. That will try to kind of dial in that focus, still keep the command for Matt Adams.
Smith, right-hand hitting catcher. Adams from the stretch to the plate. Breaking ball low and away to the right-hand hitter, and 1 ball, no strikes. Tanner Smith, the transfer, played 3 years at Oregon State. Hit only .221 his last year there at Oregon State. Now with this Miami ball club. 1-0 pitch to Smith. Another breaking ball, that one down and away. And it's quickly 2-0 on Smith.
All of a sudden, Adams kind of losing a little feel for the secondary. Needs to find that zone here. Sometimes giving up that solo home run kind of gets that heart rate going. He just needs to slow it down and find that zone again.
2 balls and no strikes to Tanner Smith. Swings at this one and foul tips it back into the catcher's mitt. And it's 2-1 to Smith. Miami out in front, 1-0. A home run here in the second inning by Derek Williams. Has him on top tonight. 2-1 coming to Smith. Matt Adams throws to first. Diving back in safely, Renzo Gonzalez. Almost caught him leaning the other way. But he's able to dive back in. Head of the slap tag over there of Russo. 2-1 pitch coming to Smith. Adams kicks high and fires. Hit down to third, foul ball. Just wide of the bag down there at third, and it stays at 2-2 to Smith. Miami again 33-25 during the regular season and now into the postseason. 15-14 year in the Atlantic Coast Conference. 81st year of baseball for this Miami Hurricane Ball Club. 2-2 coming to Smith. Adams kicks and fires. Breaking ball, pop back foul and out of play. Back to the right side.
Boy, that was a good pitch from Matt Adams. A big sweeping curveball out of his hand at 79 miles per hour. Had great shape to it, kind of fitting to the outer half of the plate. The only thing Tanner Smith could do is foul that baseball back and away.
Gonzalez, the runner over at first base. Here's the 2-2. Line drive, left field, base hit. So Tanner Smith with a base hit here, and so a couple on for Miami here in the second inning. They're out in front 1-0 on the Golden Eagles here tonight. So Renzo Gonzalez down at second base. Tanner Smith on at first, and the batter going to be Fabio Peralta, the left-hand hitting right fielder.
That was the changeup, caught a little too much of the zone that time. Tanner Smith able to find the single out to left.
Peralta 3 for 11 in this NCAA regional. Adams trying to work out of some trouble here in the second. Pitch to the plate, big swing and a miss on a 91-mile-an-hour high fastball from Adams, so 0-1 to Peralta.
And Matt doesn't need me to tell him this. He knows a solo homer's not going to typically beat you on a given night, so now it's just a matter of holding down this collateral damage, finding a ground ball right here.
0-1 pitch to Peralta, and it's in for a called strike. Good pitch that time by Matt Adams, and quickly 0-2 on Peralta. 1-0 lead for Miami as we play here in the second inning. Adams from the stretch to the plate. That one missed inside. Looked pretty good, but just missed inside to the left-hand hitter. 1-2 now to Peralta.
Yeah, K-Zone confirms what you saw, JC. That ball was a strike, just didn't get the call from Greg Street.
Gonzalez at second, Smith at first for Miami here in the second inning. 1-0 to Peralta. Breaking ball down low, blocked by Stockman back behind the plate. 2-2 the count now on Peralta. Miami's jumped out to a 1-0 lead on a Williams home run here in the second inning. Matt Adams trying to limit the damage here in the second inning, with 2 on and 1 out for Miami. 2-2 coming to Peralta on the way. High and inside from Adams. And a full count now to Peralta.
Well, I tell you, he started to command it. He's starting to pop right to the corners of the zone. Fortunately, Greg Street's just not giving anything yet. Some of that may be that Matt Adams got to bring it in, kind of earn those strikes, if you will.
3-2 to Peralta. Breaking ball called strike 3. Caught him looking. Good pitch by Matt Adams. And there are 2 away.
It's his fourth strikeout tonight. He earned that one. That was the slider at 86, down and in. Peralta just wasn't ready for it. A flinch of his knees, and realized then it framed up beautifully. Nice job by Stockman receiving that one as well.
Michael Torres, the batter, the left-hand hitting center fielder for Miami. Pitch on the way. A breaking ball again from Adams. That one looked pretty good, but just missed. And it's 1-0.
Yeah, just fractionally low, just out of the zone for Matt Adams. Good pitch to start this off. Big hitter here in this second inning. It's the 9-hole guy in this order. You'd love to finish it off right here.
A ball and a strike. Ball and no strikes, rather, to Torres. Adams to the plate. Fastball called strike at 91 miles an hour. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, Adams is popping good velo. He's staying right about his number, John. I mean, he's a typical 91 to 92. He's popped several 92s on the TrackMan so far.
Runners at first and second for Miami. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Torres. Torres, 364 hitter in this regional, 4 for 11, with a couple of runs batted in for the Hurricanes in this Hattiesburg regional. 2 on, 2 out for Miami here in the top of the second. They're leading 1-0. Adams, 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Changed up on him. Changed speeds there, and he strikes out Torres. That's it for Torres. That's it for Miami here in the second inning. But they take the lead on a Williams home run. 1 run on a couple of base hits. No errors and 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Miami 1, Southern Miss nothing. Back in a moment. Golden Eagle baseball, Southern Miss baseball from Learfield.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Alongside of Jason Baker. Glad to have you with us, everybody, wherever you're listening in, however you might be listening in tonight. Golden Eagles in a game with the Miami Hurricanes tonight. The winner advances to the Super Regional. The loser sees their season come to an end tonight. Eagles will send up Russo, Urban, and Higdon here in the bottom of the second inning tonight. They are facing the right-hander Reese Lumpkin on the mound for Miami, the transfer from Winthrop. So here's Russo, left-hand hitting first baseman. Pitch on the way, and a breaking ball called strike.
JC, as Matt Adams finished the top half of 2 with his 5th strikeout, emphatic off the mound. It kind of spoke to what I was saying earlier in that inning. He knows solo homers typically won't get you beat.
0-1 pitch to Russo, waving that bat around. Here's the pitch. Line drive, back foul. And 0-2 to Russo, who hit .315 a year ago, hitting .289 this year. 6 home runs last year, 18 home runs this year for the big guy. 0-2 coming to Russo. Lumpkin, the right-hander on the mound for Miami, kicks and fires, stays up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Russo with Urban waiting on deck.
Lumpkin was kind of wide of the zone. I thought we helped him in the bottom of the first inning. Love what Russo's doing here. Seeing the stuff from Lumpkin right now. If it's not something that you can necessarily handle, try to spoil it.
1-2 to Russo. Lumpkin rocks, kicks, delivers. Line drive back over the mound. The shortstop gets to it and throws him out. The shortstop Ogden was playing behind the bag at second base on the edge of the outfield turf. He was in the perfect position. That's exactly where Russo hit it, and he throws him out, and there's one away.
That's twice the Hurricanes on their defensive shifts have been spot on. I mean, directly right to the defender. The other one was on that Monastery ground out to end last inning.
One down, here's Joey Urban. Joey's been red hot at the plate here lately for the Golden Eagles. 341 now in the year. 9 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Pitch on the way. Popped it up. Shallow center field. Racing in the center fielder Torres. He'll get there to make the catch, and Urban flies out. And the first 5 Eagles have been retired here in the ballgame tonight as Urban flies out to center field. The batter going to be Ben Higdon.
Yeah, they were playing Urban really, really deep, rightfully so. He's got a couple of homers, 5 RBIs already in this regional. Has Joey Urban, 5 runs scored. So Torres was back, had to make a long run, but he got to it.
Higdon hits from the left side, hitting .323 on the year. Pitch coming from the right-hander, Lumpkin, breaking ball outside, and 1-0 to Higdon. Higdon 5 of 15 here in the postseason with a couple of home runs and 6 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch coming from the right-hander, Lumpkin, kicks and fires, breaking ball. This is down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to Higdon. Glad to have you with us, everybody, wherever you might be listening in, however you might be listening in. Eagles right now down 1-0 as they bat here in the bottom of the second tonight against this Miami Hurricane Ball Club. Jason Baker, glad to have you with us, everybody, wherever you might be listening in, however you might be listening in. There's Ben Higdon leading off with the Eagles here in the bottom of the 5th, facing the right-hander Will Smith for Miami. Pitch on the way to Higgy, and it's a breaking ball that misses, ball 1.
And JC, while I would love to get them both back right now against the Hurricanes, I'll settle for just one, cutting this lead in half for the Golden Eagles. Just some kind of response to build some momentum for the black and gold.
Smith, the right-hander, with a look in and a pitch to the plate. Fastball fouled away. Back to the left side, out of play. Matt Adams tonight, 9 strikeouts. That was his 3rd best strikeout performance. He struck out 10 earlier this year against Texas Rio Grande Valley. His career high 11 against Dallas Baptist back in the 23 season. 1-1 Higdon. Pitch on the way. Swung on, bouncer, foul. First base side. Travis Creel, as usual, coaching down at 3rd. Ben Brewer in 1st for the Eagles, who are wearing the gold jerseys tonight. Great crowd here at Pete Taylor Park tonight. Trying to root the Eagles on to this regional championship, but they're down a couple of runs right now. 1-2 to Higdon. Swing and a miss, changed up on him. And Higdon out on strikes for the Golden Eagles, 1 away.
It's just the 2nd strikeout of a Golden Eagle batter tonight. The first for Will Smith. Lefties have hit him better this season. .250 average against Will Smith. He's 41% fastball, 38% cutter against left-handed hitters.
Stockman, the batter. Started the day hitting .333 on the year. Pitch on the way, checks his swing, pitch up high. 92-mile-an-hour pitch that time from Smith, who is on in relief of the starter, Reese Lumpkin. Breaking ball called strike. And 1 ball, 1 strike to Stockman. Stockman, the batter, Pato waiting on deck. Eagles had tied it up 1-1 with a run in the 4th, but quickly 2 in the top of the 5th for Miami to take the lead back. Swing and a miss by Stockman, and it's 1-2.
Will Smith challenging Stockman. Couple of 86-mile-per-hour two-seamers on the inner half that Stockman just hadn't been able to get to quite yet.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Stockman. Long look in by Smith to get the sign, and a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's going to strike out Stockman there quickly, and there are 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Smith And the batter going to be Carson Pato. 2 up, 2 down Eagles here in the bottom of the 5th. And a Pato strolls to the plate. He struck out. Caught out on strikes back in the 3rd inning this evening.
Will Smith kind of K-strutted after that one. Went and took a moment back behind the mound as well before toeing the rubber.
See if CP can make something happen here. Pitch on the way. Checks his swing. That looked like a pretty good pitch, but Smith did not get the call, and it's ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Just a fraction low, according to K-Zone.
Eagles down a couple as they bat here in the bottom of the 5th tonight. To Miami, the Hurricanes of Miami. 1-0 pitch. Off-speed pitch, called strike at the letters. And 1 ball, 1 strike to CP.
Looks like a real curveball, kind of 12-6 action, that hammer-type curve out of the hand of Will Smith.
Pato just 2 for 14 in this regional. 1-1 pitch, lays off of that one. That's in for a called strike. 1-2 to Pato.
That looked, by my count, 3 consecutive curveballs all to the knee of Carson Pato.
There's the 1-2 with 2 out and nobody on for the Eagles in the 5th. Pato bounces it foul down to Ben Brewer in the first base coaching box. Glad to have you with us, everybody, wherever you might be listening in tonight. And thanks to our good friends at D&D Tire. Be sure to visit University Tire, Pedal Tire, or Warrior Tire for all your automotive needs. Locations in Hattiesburg, Oak Grove, and Pedal. Our good friends at D&D Tire. Pitch on the way. Pato lines it off the glove of the first baseman. The second baseman picks it up, throws to first, but they say in time, oh man, that did not look like the right call, but they're going to call him out at first base. Off the glove of Gonzalez, the first baseman. The second baseman, Dorian Gonzalez, came over, picked it up, and threw to first to get Pato, and that'll do it for Pato, and that'll do it for the Golden Eagles here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're going to head to the 6th inning tonight at Pete Taylor Park. 3-1 Miami on top of the Golden Eagles. Back in a moment. Southern Miss Baseball, Golden Eagle Baseball from Learfield.
Fans, visit Mississippi's official military museum, the Mississippi Armed Forces Museum, located inside Camp Shelby in South Hattiesburg. The museum is free and open to the public Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. With exhibits from pre-statehood through the global war on terror, the Mississippi Armed Forces Museum has artifacts representing all service branches on display. Uniforms, including the only known World War II-era original Camp Shelby jersey, featured at Pete Taylor Park, as well as unique personal items, firearms, tanks, and aircrafts representing all military service branches. For more information, visit msarmedforcesmuseum.org.
When you need tickets to your next event, find your seats at ticketsforless.com. Whether you need tickets to catch the Golden Eagles in action or are looking for other sports, concert, or theater tickets, Tickets for Less is your home for the best selection of tickets with no service fees. Plus, save big on any order at ticketsforless.com or in the free Tickets for Less app when you use promo code SMTTT at checkout. Simply enter promo code SMTTT, that's SMTTT, on your next order at ticketsforless.com.
You're listening to Golden Eagles Baseball in the Division I Baseball Championship. Here again is John Cox.
Top of the 6th inning tonight here at beautiful Pete Taylor Park. Great crowd, full house here at Pete Taylor Park. The roost is full. The hill is full. The stands are full. People everywhere here tonight. But the Eagles have some work to do, down 3-1 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. First pitch on the way to Dorian Gonzalez for Miami, and it's up high for ball 1 with Josh Ock on the mound. Ock came in, gave up a single, got a ground ball out to end the 5th inning. Pitch up high and outside for Ock, and it's quickly 2-0 on Gonzalez. Dorian Gonzalez, who hits .262 coming in tonight. 2-0 pitch coming to Gonzalez. That's high again. 3-0, and Stockman's going to go out and talk to Ock. Eagles have activity in the bullpen. They got a left-hander up and a right-hander sort of starting to loosen up down there.
Yeah, it was Cross Sibley that was up and throwing for a bit for the Golden Eagles. Can't quite see who else is beginning to throw down there. That looks like possibly Landon Payne as well, stirring down in that pen.
So the Golden Eagles down by 2, 3-1 ball game. Miami on top trying to win the Hattiesburg Regional and advance to the Super Regional. Obviously, Eagles trying to do the same thing, trying to beat Miami tonight, move on to the Super Regional. 3-0 pitch, breaking ball called strike. That time to Gonzalez. 3 balls and a strike with Josh Hawk on the mound in relief of Matt Adams. Pitch on the way. High fly ball. Deep right field. That one's going into the right field roost. That's going to be a home run for Dorian Gonzalez of Miami. He's going to hit his 11th home run of the year. And the Golden Eagles now fall behind 4-1 here tonight at Pete Taylor Park.
Yeah, and Miami has the old momentum, JC. They're kind of amped up right now. Really look like a different ball club than what they looked like a night ago when the Golden Eagles took off to that big lead, that 9-run top of the first. They've got a little different swag about them as they approach the plate. Christian Ostrander's making a change.
So that will be it for Josh Hawk. So Eagles going to the bullpen here in the top of the 6th inning. A 4-1 ball game. Miami on top of the Golden Eagles tonight. Back in a moment, Golden Eagle Baseball. Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield.
Down to the Silver Slipper.
There's a rumble on the Gulf, and it's coming from Silver Slipper Casino. Every Thursday from 5 to 9, you're invited to our beachside rally, open to every motorcycle, Jeep, hot rod, and classic car on the coast. Enjoy live entertainment and compete for best of show trophies in the car, bike, and Jeep categories. Register your ride to receive great perks and earn a chance to win a brand new Jeep Wrangler given away on October 9th. So join us every Thursday night right here on the beach in Hancock County. Silver Slipper Casino, your host on the coast.
Have a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Southern Miss fans, for more unique Golden Eagles content, subscribe to the official USM podcast, Inside Southern Miss Athletics. Hosted by the voice of the Golden Eagles, John Cox, hear from a variety of different guests and their stories as John dives deep on their connection to the university through athletics and the community. You can also find archive coaches shows. Search Inside Southern Miss Athletics on the Varsity Podcast Network. It's also on Apple, Spotify, and Stitcher.
This is Golden Eagle Baseball in the Division I Baseball Championship. Once again, here's the voice of the Golden Eagles, John Cox.
John Cox alongside of Jason Baker. Glad to have you with us, everybody, tonight here from Pete Taylor Park. But unfortunately, right now, the Eagles have got some work cut out for them. They're down 4-1 tonight to Miami. Miami trying to win this Hattiesburg Regional and move on to the Super Regionals. Eagles obviously trying to do the same thing, knock off Miami tonight and get back into the Super Regionals, perhaps even host a Super Regional with a victory tonight for the Golden Eagles. 4-1 ball game, though. Miami 4 runs on 8 hits, or check that, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Eagles 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors tonight. So Sibley on to pitch for the Golden Eagles. Cross is going to make his 22nd appearance of the year, number 14, out of the bullpen. 70 2/3 innings worked this year. 71 hits given up, 38 runs, 32 of those earned. He's walked 19, struck out 57. Opponents hit 264 against him. Earned run average of 4.08. 7 wins and a loss on the year for the left-hander out of Summerall, Cross Sibley. Going to face Derek Williams, who homered back in the 2nd, flew out to center field in the 4th tonight. Right-handed hitting designated hitter. Sibley kicks and fires. And one is high and inside. And 1 ball, no strikes to Williams. Miami tonight, a run in the 2nd, 2 in the 5th. 1 here in the top of the 6th. Eagles' only run came back in the 4th, and when they tied up the ball game. Sibley's pitch, breaking ball. That one missed outside. And so 2-0 to Williams. Southern Miss and the Miami Hurricanes squaring off here tonight at Pete Taylor Park. 2-0 pitch, missed inside again. And quickly 3-0 on Derek Williams.
Sibley pitched on Friday, 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, 9 hits. Need him to be sharp here. He's got to cover some outs.
3-0 pitch down to Williams. That's a called strike. Got that one in there. It's 3-1. Eagle bullpen working. A little bit of activity, but nobody throwing down in the Miami bullpen. They just kind of got some guys walking around trying to loosen up a little bit, stay loose. Pitch to the plate, up high. Base on balls to Williams. He'll go down to first base. Batter going to be Renzo Gonzalez now for Miami, the left-handed hitting first baseman who walked back in the second, struck out in the fourth inning tonight. Sibley's got to bear down here, got to try to keep this a 4-1 ball game. Gonzalez again, a walk in the second, a strikeout in the fourth. Squaring to bunt Gonzalez, and he does, right back towards the mound. Sibley can't get to it. It got by him under his glove. And safe at first is Renzo Gonzalez, and a couple on for Miami. Sibley made a good move off the mound to get to it, but it just was able to scoot under his glove. And a base hit for Gonzalez. And the batter, Tanner Smith, the right-handed hitting catcher for Miami.
Hey, John, this is a ball game still well within reach for the Golden Eagles, but it is teetering right here in this top of the sixth inning. Got to kind of calm these nerves, induce a ground ball. Let's get out of this inning.
Tanner Smith hits from the right side. Bunts this one, third base side. Charging Smith. He's got it. Throw to first in time. They get the out at first, but the runners move to second and third now for Miami here in the sixth inning. So perfect sacrifice bunt there by Tanner Smith to get his teammates over to second base and third base. And the batter going to be Fabio Peralta, now the left-hand hitting right fielder for Miami.
And I was even thinking there was one out. There were no outs. Even more important here to try to induce a ground ball. Golden Eagles going to draw the infield in on the grass here.
Peralta struck out twice tonight. There's a called strike to him.
This is why Sibley's in, JC. Working left on left, he can be really difficult. They need him to be absolutely sharp right here.
0-1 to Peralta. Again, the infield drawn in. Swing and a miss. Chase to Sibley, breaking ball there. Quickly 0-2. Peralta, the batter. Torres waiting on deck. And now here comes the third base coach for Miami. Down to talk to his hitter. Peralta puts his arm around him and probably telling him, make him throw you some strikes. He just went 0-2 quickly here against Sibley.
That's big Chris Dominguez. He was once a first baseman for the Louisville Cardinals. Played here at Pete Taylor Park. Was involved in quite a scuffle back in 2007. Remember him well.
Peralta in the hole, 0-2. Sibley to the plate, missed outside and low with that one. And it's 1-2. 4-1 ball game. The Eagles had tied it up 1-1, but 2 runs in the fifth, 1 here in the sixth by Miami. Have them up 4-1 tonight. 1-2 to Peralta. Outside again, 2-2.
Trying to get him to chase. They tried to put the fastball just off the plate. That's where Sibley hit his mark. But clearly a ball and Peralta not chasing.
Sibley, 2-2. Swing and a miss that time. Breaking ball and a swing and a miss by Peralta, who has struck out twice tonight, and he struck out 3 times now tonight as Sibley gets him out here in the sixth inning.
John, you never know what at-bats will mean later in this ball game. We don't know how this game will conclude quite yet. You may want to watch that at-bat if the Golden Eagles can keep it 4-1 right here.
That brings up Michael Torres, who has struck out, singled, and scored a run. There's a Sibley breaking ball for a strike. Home run by Gonzalez to start this inning. Made it a 4-1 ball game. Sibley has a couple of guys on base, 2 outs. 0-1 to Torres from the left-hander. Bouncing ball out towards second. Now the shortstop, Pratt's got it. Throw to first. He did not get it over there in time, and a run will score. And it's going to be a 5-1 ball game now. Bouncing ball didn't get very far out the infield. And Pratt came racing in. By the time he got it, no play at first. Run will score. Williams comes in to score. And Miami now with a 5-1 lead. A couple of runs here in the 6th inning.
Boy, when it's going right, it's going right. And right now it's going right for the Miami Hurricanes. That one of those turf balls that took just that high hop, kind of vintage Jake Cook infield single. Just a tough play for Ozzie Pratt. Couldn't get it clean on the exchange.
Top of the order, here's a right-handed hitting shortstop, Jake Ogden now for Miami. Pitch from Sibley, breaking ball, called strike. But Miami's added a couple of runs here in the top of the 6th inning. They've got a 4-1 lead now. 5-1 ball game. Miami on top of the Eagles here on this championship round of play in the Hattiesburg Regional. Ogden, the 7th batter of the inning for Miami, and the breaking ball stayed high that time for Sibley, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Ogden. There's Sibley from the belt. The lefty trying to throw to first and diving back in. Over there at first base is Torres. Torres at first. Gonzalez over at third for Miami. Playing here in the top of the 6th inning at Pete Taylor Park. 1-1 coming to Ogden. Fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jake Ogden. Miami now 5 runs on 8 hits. Eagles 1 run on 3 hits tonight here at Pete Taylor Park. Sibley trying to shut the door right here, keep it a 5-1 ball game. 1-2 to Ogden. Sibley kicks and fires. Fastball inside, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that missed down and in from Cross Sibley to even this count 2-2.
Runners at 2nd and 3rd for Miami. Sitting right now in a 4-1 lead here in the 6th. Sibley 2-2 to Ogden. Bouncing ball hit foul. Over in the Miami dugout on the first base side. Sibley on in relief of Golden Eagles starter Matt Adams and Josh Ock. Adams the starter. Ock was the second guy tonight. Now Sibley on here in the 6th inning. 2-2 to Ogden. High fly ball. Deep left field. That's going back to the wall, and it's going to be caught up against the wall. Out there by Higdon. He got back there, waited for it to start settling down, and reached up and made the catch. So Ogden flies out deep to left field to end the inning for Miami here in the 6th. But Miami going to get a couple of runs on the Eagles in the inning. 2 runs coming on 3 Miami base hits, no errors, and a couple of guys left on base. Going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Eagles have some work to do. Down 5-1 to Miami tonight. Back in a moment. Golden Eagle Baseball, Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield. Let's see if Eagles can get something going, down 5-1 to Miami tonight as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Still a lot of baseball to go tonight. Great play out there up against the wall in left field by Higdon to grab one that almost got out of the ballpark to end the top of this inning. Seth Smith, the batter. First pitch, fastball, strike of the letters. Will Smith on the mound for the Miami Hurricanes in this ball game tonight. 0-1 pitch coming to Seth Smith down in the turf. And it's 1-1 strike. Eagles need some base runners any way they can get them there.
Yeah,
there's base hit, whatever. Let's get some base runners.
I agree. No reason to try to win this thing with one swing of the bat because you can't. Just chip away at it. Plenty of time left in this game.
1-1 coming to Smith. Pitch on the way. That's a called strike. Outside part of the plate. To the left-hand hitting Seth Smith. They're now a 5-1 lead for Miami. 1-2 to Smitty. Called strike three. Caught looking. So one away. That's 3 strikeouts for Will Smith since coming into the ball game. He has struck out 3 of the 5 batters he has faced. Top of the order for the Eagles. Here's Jake Cook, who's 0 for 2.
Yeah, Will Smith, JC, has really stayed around the zone. He's starting to buy the confidence of the home plate umpire, Greg Street, who's kind of extending that zone a bit for Will Smith at the moment.
Cookie hits from the left side. Pitch on the way. Strike called. Started to take a swing at it, but held up. And it's 0-1. Cook started the night hitting .350. He's got 3 home runs, 32 runs batted in on the year. 0-1 to Cook. Check swing again. That one down low. 1-1. Yeah, Eagles need some base runners any way they can get them. Let's get something going here. 1 out, nobody on in the 6th inning. 5-1 lead for Miami. Right down the middle. Called strike, off-speed pitch to Cook, and he's in the hole 1-2.
Will Smith brought us good stuff into this ball game. He is sharp and feeling it. You can tell by his body language on the mound.
1-2 coming to Cook. Pitch on the way. Hit down to third, and it's under the glove of the third baseman out in the left field. A base hit for Cook. And the Eagles get a runner here on in the 6th inning. Brings up Ozzie Pratt. Let's see if Ozzie can make something happen here.
Yeah, see if that doesn't spur this Golden Eagle offense. That was just vintage Jake Cook right under the glove of Cuvette. Quickly to the baseball was Max Galvin. That was important. I thought Cook was going to try to. He wisely held up as he made a big turnaround first, kept it to a single.
Ozzie Pratt 1 for 2 tonight for the Golden Eagles. Takes that one low, ball 1.
Yeah, let Will Smith work with some traffic on the base pass if you're Ozzie Pratt. Hunt you a pitch, find something in the zone. There's been plenty of them out of the hand from Smith.
1-0 coming to Pratt. Pitch to Smith down to third base on the ground. They'll go to first with it. The throw to first gets Ozzie. 2 away. Cook will move down to second base for the Eagles here in the 6th inning. And here's Nick Monaster, who's grounded out and walked tonight.
The Eagles just not seeing it great. That ball was capped off the end of the bat out of the hand of Will Smith at the moment. But a guy in Nick Monaster here with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position would love nothing more than for him to find a gap. Cook would score if he can.
Monaster, see if Nick can make something happen here. Pitch inside, called strike to the right-handed hitting Monaster. 5-1 ball game. Golden Eagles trailing Miami tonight here at Pete Taylor Park. 0-1 to Monaster with a runner at second. Breaking ball, called strike. And quickly 0-2 to Monaster.
He's a unique mix you don't see in college baseball much. He doesn't possess a changeup as Will Smith. He has a fastball, a cutter, and a curve, and that's been the 3 pitches he's mixed tonight.
0-2 to Monaster. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout of Monaster. And that'll do it. The Eagles going to leave a runner on here in the 6th inning. And Monaster 0 for 2 tonight for the Golden Eagles. In the 6th for the Eagles, no runs on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left on base. We have played 6 innings tonight here at Pete Taylor Park, and it right now has Miami up 5-1 on the Golden Eagles. Back in a moment. Southern Miss Baseball, Golden Eagle Baseball from Learfield.
Farm Bureau Insurance is the home team in your hometown. You'll see our agents at high school sporting events, the local sports park, or the next big college game. We're in your neighborhood, ready to help you and your family protect what's important. Farm Bureau Insurance is headquartered right here in Mississippi with local agents in your community. Get a free quote at favorites.com or find a local agent at msfbins.com. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
What do USM and Carter's have in common? We both dominate the diamond. Diamond engagement rings, diamond tennis necklaces, diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. As the official jewelers of Southern Miss, Carter's Collective and Pedal gives 10% off any purchases to students and faculty of USM. Some exclusions apply. So this baseball season, visit Carter's Collective and Pedal for an experience like no other.
This is Golden Eagle Baseball in the Division I Baseball Championship. Once again, here's the voice of the Golden Eagles, John Cox.
And welcome back, everybody, to Pete Taylor Park alongside of Jason Baker. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Let's see if we can get the Eagles going here. They're down 5-1 tonight to Miami. Miami trying to win the Hattiesburg Regional and move on to the Super Regionals and end the season for the Golden Eagles. But a lot of baseball still to go tonight. New pitcher of the Eagles, Landon Payne, has come on to pitch, the right-hander. Landon Payne's 20th appearance of the year, 29 2/3 innings. We're giving up 25 hits, 13 runs, 10 earned, 6 walks, 42 strikeouts. Opponents hit 223 against him. Earned run average of 3.03, 2 wins, a loss, and 5 saves on the year for Landon Payne. And Max Galvin, the batter for Miami. Payne's first pitch, high fly ball down the left field side, chasing it. Higdon, he's got room and makes it on the edge of the warning track, right out in front of that tradition of excellence sign, and 1 away as Galvin flies out to left field.
Well, John, the Hurricanes are getting a good relief performance from Will Smith. It's time for the Golden Eagles to get an arm in this game and extend for them as well. This guy, in my opinion, is the guy that could do it for Southern Miss and Landon Payne.
Pitch on the way, and that one bounced down to third base. That's a foul ball off the bat of Cavay, who is 0 for 3 tonight. .351 hitter a year ago. Right now hitting right at .380 on the year. Right-hand hitting third baseman for the Hurricanes. It's a slow walk back to the plate by Covey. Glad to have you with us, everybody. The Eagles trying to stay alive in this NCAA Regional here at Pete Taylor Park. Eagles were the number 16 national seed. 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball hit foul. Down the third base side by Covey. He's in the hole. 0-2 to Eagle pitcher Landon Payne. On in relief here in the 7th inning of 9. Here's the right-hander's pitch to the plate, down low. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eagles, the number 2 seed. They finished second in the league to Coastal Carolina. 1-2 pitch. Foul down into the turf. And it stays 1-2 on Covey. Eagles are trying to not let their season come to an end. But down 5-1 tonight. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a big strikeout for Landon Payne, and there are 2 away.
Cutter from Payne and a dandy against one of the best in the ACC. And Daniel Cuvette down swinging. A huge strikeout. There would be some momentum carried to the dugout if we could go 3 up, 3 down. That's what Landon Payne's trying to do right here.
Batter is Dorian Gonzalez, who homered to start things in the 6th inning. He swings at one like he's going to try to hit it out again and swings and misses. 0-1 to Gonzalez. 1 for 3 tonight. Came in hitting .262 on the year. That was his 11th home run of the year back in the 6th. Pitch down low that time from Payne, and it's 1-1.
That was the slider. To me, when he gets the slider and the cutter working, boy, Payne can pepper that zone with a two-seamer as well. He becomes difficult.
1-1 to Gonzalez, and he fouled it away back to the left side. And now Smith will go over on the right side of the diamond, over there just on the edge of the outfield turf. Actually going a little closer now to the right field line as he's out there in short right field. 1-2 pitch, check swing, pitch up high for a ball, 2-2 to Gonzalez.
That was 95 out of the hand from Landon Payne. That was his two-seam fastball with a little run with it, too.
2-2 pitch, foul back. Gonzalez just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Right now, a 5-1 ball game. Miami on top of the Golden Eagles. We're playing here in the top of the 7th inning tonight at beautiful Pete Taylor Park. 2-2 to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, and Landon Payne threw one up there about 87 miles an hour and struck out Gonzalez. 1-2-3 goes Miami here in the top of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We head to the 7th inning stretch. Eagles have some work to do. Down 5-1 to Miami tonight. Back in a moment. Golden Eagle Baseball. Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and I dedicate a lot of my time going fast. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The fans on their feet take me out to the ball game. They continue to clap, trying to get this Golden Eagle Ball Club going here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Eagles down 5-1. 5-1 lead for Miami over the Golden Eagles tonight. Here's big Matthew Russo to start it off. Left-hand hitting first baseman. Will Smith, the right-hander, to the plate. And a breaking ball down low, 1-0.
Credit to the patrons of the Pete. They're trying to pump life into this place. Golden Eagles just need a response, John. Even a run would do something for them.
1-0 to Russo, high and inside. Double barrel action going on down in the Miami bullpen as we get underway here in the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th inning. 2-0 to Russo. Pitch on the way. That one misses. 3 balls and no strikes. Golden Eagle fans trying to urge their favorite team on here in the 7th inning. 3-0 coming from Smith to Russo. That's going to drop in there for a called strike. And it's 3-1.
Rob Evans, the left-hander, he's been warming up since Friday. Fisher is up as well, the right-hander for the Miami Hurricanes in their pen.
3-1 coming to Russo. Here it is. Swing and a miss by Russo. Off-speed pitch, got way out in front of it. And a full count now to the Bull.
Golden Eagles got to get this mix out of this game. They got to find a way to get Will Smith out of this ball game, John.
3-2 to Russo. The right-hander Smith kicks and fires. And he threw it inside and got a piece. So Russo was going to be ball 4 anyway, but Russo goes down to first base. So leadoff man aboard for the Eagles here in the 7th inning. Eagles are down 5-1 tonight, and the batter going to be Joey Urban.
That was the most sporadic pitch sequence Will Smith has shown. Otherwise, he has been extremely tight to the strike zone. See if maybe Joey Urban can't be patient here on a pitch. Find a gap, get Russo over, maybe even from first to third if he can go backside.
Urban 0 for 2 tonight. Right-hand inning designated hitter for the Golden Eagles. Will Smith, the right-hander, to the plate, high and inside. And the catcher, Smith, for Miami, going to go out and try to calm his big right-hander down out there on the mound. But the Eagles, boy, you can feel the momentum. You can feel the energy here in this stadium. Eagle fans are on their feet, waving those black and gold pom-poms, waving anything they can, clapping their hands, making a lot of noise, trying to turn this thing around with Eagles down 5-1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Double barrel action in the Miami bullpen as Will Smith is on the mound. Smith has faced 9 Golden Eagle batters, and he gave up a single to Cook in the 6th. There's one hit down to third. Over to first or second for 1. Back to first, not in time to get the double play. So they get the out at second. Ground ball bouncer down to third off the bat of Urban. They're going to get Russo down at second base. Urban's going to be safe over at first base on a fielder's choice. And the batter going to be Ben Higdon.
Well, a big moment there for Joe Urban to hustle down the line, avoid the double play for what will be the second time tonight. J.D. Arteaga out of the dugout for the Hurricanes. Golden Eagles have done their job. They've gotten Will Smith out. They're calling on a left-hander to face Ben Higdon here and Rob Evans.
Some pitching change coming for Miami here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Miami's got a 5-1 lead on the Golden Eagles here tonight at Pete Taylor Park. Back in a moment, Golden Eagle Baseball. Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Eagles trying to find a little of that Pete Taylor Park magic here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Eagles down 5-1 tonight in this regional championship game against Miami. Eagles 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher for Miami, Rob Evans, is on to pitch, the left-hander. He is coming on for this club to make his 15th appearance of the year. They've all been out of the bullpen. 13 of the third innings work, giving up 13 hits, 8 runs all earned, 7 walks, 13 strikeouts. Opponents hit .255 against him. Earned run average of 5.40. No wins, no losses, no saves on the year for Evans, who faces Ben Higdon. Higdon going to be the hitter for the Eagles, and Evans going to get another warm-up pitch or two here before we get back to the action. But the Eagles trailed early 1-0, tied it up 1-1 with a run in the fourth. Miami got 2 in the fifth to go up 3-1, and 2 more in the sixth to go up 5-1 on the Golden Eagles, and that's where we are right now with the Eagles up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So here's Higdon, a single in the third, a strikeout in the fifth. See if Higgy can make something happen here for the Golden Eagles. 1 on, 1 out. Evans to the plate, breaking ball, swing and a miss by Higdon. And he's in the hole 0-1.
Evans was tough. He came in last night as well against the Golden Eagles in relief late in that ball game. They didn't want to put him in, but they had to. He's got good stuff.
0-1 pitch coming to Higdon. Here it is. Breaking ball high and outside that time. 5-1 ball game. Miami on top of the Eagles, trying to eliminate the Golden Eagles here at Pete Taylor Park tonight. Evans looks over at first at Urban. And the left-hander 1-1 pitch, high and inside to Higdon. 2 balls and a strike.
He's 90-94 from the left side with the fastball. Possesses a curve and a change as well.
Evans only a couple of pitches last night, but on in relief again tonight. 2-1 pitch, swing and a bouncer back towards the mound. Evans has it, throws to first. They'll get the batter Higdon. Urban goes down to second base. 2 away though now for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Golden Eagles have just had a couple of moments tonight where they've gotten pitches to hit. That was 92 kind of running in on Higdon. All he could do was just barely get it back to the mound against Rob Evans. That baseball just seems to be bouncing the Hurricanes' way at the moment. Golden Eagles just looking for a timely hit to lift the lid off this place.
Here's Tucker Stockman now, right-handed catcher. Evans to the plate. Fastball called strike. 0-1 the count on Stockman. Stockman's been one of the more consistent hitters all year long for this Golden Eagle ball club. Pitch on the way, Evans again. That up high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stockman. 2 out, Urban down at second base. Eagles down 4 runs though tonight to Miami as we play here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch on the way. That stayed up high. 91-mile-an-hour pitch that time by Evans. 2-1 to Stockman. Peto's waiting on deck. Eagles trying to find some of that Pete Taylor Park magic. Trying to battle back from a 5-1 deficit tonight. Evans, 2-1 pitch. Swung on and a base hit in the center field. Urban around third. He's going to come in to score. The throw will be cut off, and the Eagles make it a 3-run ball game.
Boy, and John, that's a huge 2-out hit for Tucker Stockman, who continues to be an integral part of this Golden Eagle offense this season. None bigger than that base knock to score Joey Urban from second base.
2-out RBI there by Stockman. Drives in his 33rd run of the year. Now Carson Pato. Left-handed hitting right fielder. A strikeout and a ground down on the scorecard for Pato tonight. Pitch coming. Breaking ball down and away. Activity in the Miami bullpen. Eagle bullpen. Nobody throwing right now. A lot of guys kind of standing around watching the action. Evans 1-0 to Pato on the way. Fastball misses, and it's 2-0 to Pato with Smith waiting on deck.
Kind of unique. You would think with Evans' velocity he'd be tougher on lefties than righties, but that's not the case. Left-handers hit .292 against him. I think it's because of how much he relies on the fastball.
2-0. DePato. That's a breaking ball that drops in there for a called strike. And look at Travis Creel. He is red hot. That's walking down that third base line, giving it to the home plate umpire, Greg Street. Now backs his way into that third base coaching box and calls time. And
I think he's assessing a strike on Carson Pato. He was giving it a pitch clock violation, saying Carson wasn't in the box in time. Jeff Macias, the third base umpire, I believe was saying the clock wasn't reset. And they're going to grant Travis Creel time instead of the strike. So they're going to say Creel called time and not assess Carson the pitch clock violation.
So Pato and Creel visit there briefly. And now Pato heads back to the plate to get ready. And Creel back in the third base coaching box. 2 balls and a strike to CP. Start with the runner at first. Evans, the left-hander for Miami, to the plate. Pato takes a strike, and it's a now 2-ball, 2-strike count on CP. Trying to make something happen. Couple outs, runner at first, run in here in the 7th for the Eagles, but still down 3. Pitch coming to Pato. Swing and a miss. Oh, he got a piece of it. Gus got a piece of that one to stay alive. Two balls, 2 strikes to Pato. Eagles down 5-2 as we play here in the bottom of the 7th tonight.
Got to cover the plate here. Protect it if you're CP.
2-2 to Pato. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. And Pato strikes out, and that's it for the Golden Eagles here in the 7th inning. Going to get 1 run in the inning, though. 1 run coming on 1 base hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. 7 innings complete tonight here at Pete Taylor Park, the Hattiesburg Regional Final, and Miami's got a 5-2 lead on Southern Miss tonight. Back in a moment, Golden Eagle Baseball. Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield.
Hey Eagle fans, for more than 50 years, Mississippi Asthma and Allergies board-certified team of allergists has treated patients by identifying triggers and creating personalized treatment plans. Now with 8 convenient locations across Mississippi, including Hattiesburg, we're right next door when you need us. Treating infants to adults and Southern Miss students, find our clinic nearest you at msaac.com. Mississippi Asthma and Allergy, helping Mississippi live life to the fullest and allergy-free.
It's Friday Night Baseball, and my son Josh is at the plate. Me, I'm live streaming the whole thing to the entire family, even Cousin Henry in Wisconsin. No one misses a thing thanks to C Spire. Oh my gosh, he just crashed into left field! Woohoo!
Connecting you to what inspires you most on C Spire's blazing fast 5G network. And right now, get the latest 5G phone on us. C Spire, inspired by you. 5G not available in all areas. Capable device required. See cspire.com for details.
You're listening to Golden Eagles Baseball in the Division I Baseball Championship. Here again is John Cox.
5-2 lead for Miami as we go to the top of the 8th inning tonight. Well, the St. Dominic Hospital vital stat of the ballgame is the fact that Miami's taken advantage of some scoring opportunities tonight to get the 5 runs they have. The Eagles have not quite done the same. Eagles have had some opportunities tonight but have not been able to capitalize. So that's our St. Dominic Hospital vital stat of the ball game. Know your own vital stats with their online stroke risk assessment. Visit stdom.com/stroke to get started. Landon Payne on the mound for the Eagles. He goes back to work. First pitch is a ball to Derek Williams, right-handed hitting designated hitter for Miami, who's been on base twice tonight. Homer in the 2nd. A walk and a run scored in the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Misses again, and 2-0 from Landon Payne. Eagles have double barrel action going down in their bullpen. Miami's got a 5-2 lead on the Golden Eagles tonight. 2-0 pitch from Payne. Swing and a miss. And a tie by Williams.
It is Michael Fowler and Ty Long beginning to get loose down in that Golden Eagle pen.
Here's Payne ready to go back to work. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball out to second. Monaster backtracks it. Throws to first in time. One away. Williams grounds out. The batter going to be Renzo Gonzalez. Gonzalez has been on base twice tonight. Walked in the second. Infield hit in the fourth, or in the sixth rather. Struck out in the fourth. So he is 1 for 2 tonight. Just a .225 hitter on the year for this club. Pitch to the plate, up high from Landon Payne. Payne, who came in back in the sixth inning after a home run by Gonzalez to lead off the sixth inning tonight. 1-0 pitch. Bouncer second base. Monaster waits on it. Couple of hops. Throw to first in time. 2 away. So Williams grounds out to second. So does Gonzalez.
This is stating the obvious, but this is the biggest at-bat of this ball game for the Golden Eagles, in my opinion. You get him out. You get back in your dugout. Carry momentum. Get right back to work offensively. Golden Eagles are down to their final 6 outs, trying to make sure they keep Miami at a 3-run pace.
Tanner Smith, the batter, he fouls one back, 0-1. Landon Payne has come in and retired all 6 batters that he has faced. Trying to get another one right here. Smith, the batter, 0-1 pitch, fouled back. And it's 0-2. Looking ahead to the Eagle 8th inning. Smith, Cook, Pratt, 9, 1, and 2 hitters in the Eagle order, scheduled up in the bottom of the 8th inning. 0-2 pitch, foul back by Smith, stays at 0-2. Still a lot of baseball to go tonight, but the Eagles have to dig their way out of a 5-2 deficit tonight against Miami. Miami looking for their 34th win of the year in a trip to the Super Regional. 0-2. That's hits the turf out in front of the plate. And 1-2, the count now on Tanner Smith.
Yeah, Payne spiked that slider, juiced up. You can see, too, the body language from Landon Payne right now, amped up, knowing what his role is.
1-2 to Smith. Line drive down the left field line. That's a base hit. Going to roll down into that left field corner. Smith is going to wind up at second base, and he's in there with a stand-up double. A 2-out double in the 8th inning for Miami.
Boy, the Golden Eagles got to find a way to get out of this inning without giving up a run. Keep it at a 3-run margin. Just a huge piece of hitting by Tanner Smith that time. Just let the barrel do the work right down into that left field corner. It was a long run for Ben Higdon.
Going to bring up Fabio Peralta. Peralta, the left-handed hitting right fielder. He swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it away. And it's 0-1 to Peralta, who has struck out all 3 times tonight. Called out on strikes in the second, struck out swinging in the 5th, and struck out swinging in the 6th. So Landon Payne trying to get that 3rd out here in the top of the 8th inning. Here's Payne, kicks and fires, breaking ball, and he went around, tried to hold up. Pitch was really down low, and Peralta chased after it, didn't get it, and it's 0-2. Payne's got a couple of strikeouts and coming into the ballgame tonight. How about another one right here? The right-hander. 0-2 to Peralta. Swing and a miss. Catcher dropped it. Stockman throws it to first, though, to get the out. And that's it for Peralta. And that's it for Miami here in the top of the 8th inning. Eagles running out of time. They're going to come to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Eagles are down 5-2 tonight to Miami. Back in a moment. Golden Eagle Baseball, Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield. Eagles running out of time tonight. They are down in this ballgame 5-2 to Miami. Getting ready to come up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Smith, Cook, and Pratt for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Facing Rob Evans, who's on the mound for Miami. Evans, who has come in out of the bullpen tonight for this ball club, got 2 big outs in that 7th inning. Here's Seth Smith. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to first back in the 3rd. Struck out back in the 6th inning. 0 for 2 tonight. Left-handed hitting. 3rd baseman tonight for the Eagles. Pitch on the way from Evans. Up high. Got to get some base runners. Base on balls just as good as a base hit. Get some guys on base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Activity in the Miami bullpen. 1-0 pitch. That's inside. Almost got a piece of Higdon, or Smith rather. Almost got a piece of him. But inside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes to Smith. Evans one more time to the plate. High and inside. 3-0. Again, Miami's got a guy warming up in the bullpen there. Smith gets in some trouble here. They'll make the change. 3-0 pitch on the way. Strike called at the letters that time to Smith. Taken all the way, and it's 3-1.
It's Brian Walters, their closer in the pen. He is getting hot. I can't help but think Rob Evans is only in there for a few more.
There's a base on balls to Smitty. So Eagles have the leadoff man on. Here in the 8th inning, top of the order, Cook. It'd be followed by Pratt. It'd be followed by Monaster. As Walters warming up down, as Jason said, in that bullpen of Miami.
And I'm sure they would love Evans to work against the left-handers, but remember, the numbers, the splits say it's backwards. Evans better against righties than lefties. Laz Gutierrez is out. This doesn't typically indicate a change. Arteaga typically is the man, the head coach of the Hurricanes, who makes the pitching changes. But Brian Walters is up and hot and ready. He's an elite closer, 9 saves. He's got 53 strikeouts, over 17 walks on the season. But they would love nothing more than to face Jake Cook with Rob Evans. But Cook needs to take advantage of this opportunity. He's a guy that has not necessarily been as efficient against left-handers this season. Time for the Golden Eagles to make some noise inside of Pete Taylor Park.
Jake Cook at the plate. Cook 1 for 3 tonight, a single back in the 6th inning. Third baseman in on the turf, the green turf at third. Second baseman and the shortstop playing back at double play depth with Smith on at first and nobody out. Pitch misses down low. 1-0 to Cook. And you would think, depending on what happens here, if you walk Cook, you're probably going to see the pitching change. 1-0 to Cook. Strike at the letters to Cook. That looked a bit high, but called a strike.
They didn't just look it was high. Out of the zone, according to K-Zone, by the widest margin of the night. But Greg Street, a little amped up, called it a strike.
1-1 to Cook. Outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Smith at first. Nobody out. Eagles are down 5-2 tonight here in the 8th inning to Miami, trying to keep their season alive. 2-1 coming to Cook. Evans, a left-hander to the plate. That's a breaking ball down and away. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Cook. 5-2 ball game, Miami on top. The Eagle crowd making noise. They're on their feet at Pete Taylor Park. 3-1 pitch, almost hit him. Going to be a base on balls to Cook. He's waving his arms at the crowd. Eagles have the first 2 on via base on balls, and the Eagles now will bring Ozzie Pratt to the plate, and a meeting on the mound and a pitching change coming here for Miami, as the Eagles have gotten the first two guys on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And so Miami going to the bullpen. Pitching change for the Miami Hurricanes. They're 5-2 on the Eagles here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Eagles 2 on, nobody out. Back in a moment. Golden Eagle Baseball, Southern Miss Baseball from Learfield.
Next up at the plate, C Spire Business.
With C Spire Business on your side, you'll have the best-in-class IT solutions you need to load the bases in your favor. With smart collaboration tools on first, cybersecurity on second, and certified expertise on third, helping you read the curveballs and knock it out of the park. All-star technology, game-changing results. C Spire, inspired by you.
Keg and Barrel in Hattiesburg, proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. Keg and Barrel is located at 1315 Hardy Street in a 100-year-old home. Keg and Barrel is open for business 7 days a week with cocktails, 60 beers on tap, 80-plus bourbons, and a new 23-foot big screen, and a full food menu including shrimp and grits, pizza, burgers, and much more. Keg and Barrel West is located at 6 Marketplace Drive in Hattiesburg with an oyster bar, steaks, cocktails, and 40 beers on tap. Keg and Barrel wishes the Golden Eagles good luck this baseball season.
You're listening to Golden Eagles Baseball in the Division I Baseball Championship. Here again is John Cox.
Alongside of Jason Baker here at Pete Taylor Park. Golden Eagles trying to find some Pete Taylor Park magic as the ball club from Miami, the Hurricanes, have brought in their closer, the right-hander Brian Walters, making his 20th appearance of the year. And really good numbers. This will be his 13th time out of the bullpen. 47 innings work, giving up 55 hits, 30 runs, 25 earned, 17 walks over 53 strikeouts. Opponents hit 285 against him. Earned run average of 4.79, 2 wins, 3 losses, 9 saves on the year for the right-hander Brian Walters, who comes on to face the Eagles, who have Ozzie Pratt coming to the plate. How many big base hits have we seen from Ozzie this year? Pratt, followed by Monaster, followed by Russo here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Eagles.
Yeah, and I'm curious what the decision's going to be from Travis Creel. I love to watch Travis make these decisions late in these ball games. The 8th inning has been their inning this season so far. Pratt handles the bat well. He's not the best bunter in the world, but he can get them down. Do you lay the bunt down and put the runners over 90 feet each? That's the decision that Travis Creel is fixing to have to make here with Ozzie Pratt, or do you let him swing away?
Left-handed hitting, shortstop. Walters ready to go to work. His first pitch right down the middle. Called strike at 96 miles an hour. And 0-1 to Pratt. Nobody out. 2 on Eagles. First and second. Nobody out. And the bottom of the game. Walters 0-1 to Pratt. Swing and a miss by Ozzie on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 0-2.
Got a feeling Walters is going to be a heavy dose of heaters right here to try to make sure he gets in some sort of rhythm. You're going to have to find one and time it up.
0-2 to Pratt. Just missed off the plate outside to the left-hand hitting Pratt. That came up at 97 miles an hour. Pratt 1 for 3, single and a run scored back in the 4th inning of night. One, two, coming to Pratt from the right-hander. Outside and high again. 2-2.
2 great takes from Ozzie. Get the count back even. Make Walters come into the zone.
Walters with a big fuzzy red beard out there on the mound. 2-2 to Pratt on the way. Swung on, bouncing ball right side. They'll go to second to get one on a bang play, a close play at second base. That'll be the first out of the inning. So Smith will go over to third base. Pratt on at first on a fielder's choice. Cook out down at second base. And the batter going to be Nick Monaster, hitless tonight. 0 for 2 with a walk for Monastery. The guy who has a lot to do with Eagles being here in this NCAA tournament, Player of the Year in the Sun Belt. 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Monastery hits to the right side. Right now, a 3-run ball game. Eagles have the tying run at the plate here in the 8th inning. Pitch to Monastery. Breaking ball almost hit him high and inside. 1-0 to Monastery. Monastery, the batter. Big Russo waiting on deck for the Golden Eagles here in the 8th inning.
That was the first slider Walters has thrown, 82 miles an hour.
1-0 pitch to Monastery. Takes that one for a strike. That at 96 miles an hour. Fastball that time from Walters. Monastery looking for some of that Pete Taylor Park magic here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Eagles down 5-2 to Miami tonight. Pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss by Monastery. 98 miles an hour. I think about 96 again. Eagles runners on the corners. 1 out here in the 8th inning. They're leading this ball club from Miami, leading it by a score of 5-2. 1-2 coming to Monastery. Strike 3 called. Monastery caught looking. Fastball at the knees, and it got him looking. And there are 2 away in the inning. And it's up to Russo now to keep it going. Russo tonight has been on base a couple of times. RBI base hit back in the 4th inning tonight. Hit by a pitch in the 7th. Left-handed hitting first baseman for the Golden Eagles. Walters to the plate, and a big swing and a foul ball back into the apartments off the bat of Russo.
Russo going after first pitch fastball, and frankly, I'm here for it. You know he's going to give you something to hit. Go up there ready to hit.
0-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive and foul. Down in the Eagle bullpen area. Russo, 5 of 16 in this NCAA regional with a home run and a couple of runs batted in. Trying to keep it going here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch coming. Swung on, bouncer foul. Down into the Miami bullpen down that right field line.
Yeah, that one was 98, and Russo was out in front. Tells you what he's looking for, kind of hunting that fastball, trying to find one he can hit.
See if Russo can make something happen here. 0-2 pitch. Outside, try to make him chase it. He held up. And 1-2 to Russo.
Yeah, Walters doesn't look like he has great feel for the slider. I think that's why they've got guys up throwing in the pin to the Hurricanes.
One more time, the 1-2 to Russo. Outside again, 2-2. Now Russo, one of the best home run hitters in the league this year, facing one of the best relievers in the league with Walters, the right-hander, on the mound. Eagles runners on the corners, down 3 runs. Pitch to the plate. Bouncing ball down to first. Down to get it on the knee is Gonzalez, and he'll step on the bag to retire Russo. And that'll do it for Russo. That'll do it for the Eagles here in the 8th inning. Eagles come up empty here in the 8th inning. No runs in the inning for the Eagles. No base hits. No errors, and a couple of guys left on base. We're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. Miami's got a 5-2 lead on Southern Miss tonight. Back in a moment, Golden Eagle Baseball, Southern Miss Baseball from their field.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
There's always something fun happening
at the all-new Bocoma Casino. We've got got double downs and bonus rounds on our new gaming floor.
The stage is set
for the best live music in town.
And come see what's cooking at Red Creek.
When it's fun you want,
it's fun you get
at the bigger and better Bocoma Casino.
This is Golden Eagle Baseball in the Division I Baseball Championship. Once again, here's the voice of the Golden Eagles, John Cox.
And alongside, as we have been throughout this tournament, alongside of Jason Baker, great to have JB with us, always a part of our broadcast in football, basketball, baseball, no matter what the situation is, but great to have him with us here at the tournament here at Pete Taylor Park. As we go to the ninth inning tonight, 5-2 lead for Miami. Landon Payne on the mound for the Eagles. Torres the batter. First pitch inside to Michael Torres, who's gone 2 for 3 tonight. Single, an infield single, and a run scored for Torres. Left-hand hitting center fielder for Miami. Pitch to the plate, breaking ball, called strike, and 1-1. Landon Payne has worked 2 innings tonight, giving up a hit, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. He now has thrown 28 pitches tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's a swing and a miss. Big sweeping pitch that time, and so Torres in the hole, 1-2.
Yeah, that's a big league cutter. 92 miles per hour with some action to it.
1-2 pitch. He taps it down into the turf. And 1-2 remains the count on Torres. Eagles trying to put up a 0 here in the top of the ninth inning and give them one more opportunity in the bottom of the ninth. A 5-2 lead for Miami. 1-1 ball game early. Miami got 2 in the 5th and 6th innings. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Torres. Landon Payne, who's gotten better and better as the year's gone along for the Eagles, as his playing time increased, he got better and more effective out of the mound. He has struck out 4 of the 8 batters he's faced since coming into the ball game tonight.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now, and I get it. It's in the top of the 9th inning, but he's tasked with trying to keep this to a 3-run game.
Ogden, the batter, 1 for 4 tonight. Breaking ball misses from Landon Payne. Eagles down 5-2 here in the top of the ninth. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 91-mile-an-hour pitch that time from Payne. And a ball and a strike now in Ogden. Galvin waiting on deck. Payne 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball misses low. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Eagles have activity in the bullpen. Nothing going on in the Miami bullpen right now. 2-1 pitch coming to Ogden. Swing and a miss at a 94-mile-an-hour delivery that time by Landon Payne.
Boy, and I love what Payne's doing, JC. He is emptying the tank, as Christian Ostrander talked on your pregame show. That's what he's asking of Landon Payne here.
2-2. Ground ball hit foul just wide of the bag at third, off the face of the wall down that left field line. Ogden, the batter, a double and a run scored back in the 5th inning when Miami made it a 5-1 ball game on the Eagles. Pitch pulled foul way down the left field line by Ogden. (5-2) Miami. 5 runs, 9 hits Miami tonight. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Golden Eagles. Landon Payne, the right-hander, pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. Another strikeout, strikes out Ogden, strikes out Torres, and now Ogden 2 away. That's 3 strikeouts in a row going back to the 8th inning for Payne. 2 away here in the top of the ninth for Miami. Max Galvin, the batter now for Miami, the left-hand hitting left fielder.
JC, Landon Payne's got another year of eligibility, but he looks like a big leaguer to me tonight.
There's a pitch down low. Yeah, the size, the speed, the way he's improved this year. His stock has certainly gone up during the course of the baseball season.
I agree.
1-0 to Galvin, the left-handed hitter. Hits this one down towards first, but a foul ball. Looking ahead, the Eagles in the bottom of the ninth. Urban, Higdon, and Stockman are scheduled up for the Eagles in the bottom of the ninth inning. And right now, the Eagles are going to have to find a way to get at least 3 runs to keep this game going. 1-1 to Galvin is down low from Payne, and it's 2-1. Nothing going on in the Miami bullpen right now. The Eagles have had some guys moving around down in theirs the last few minutes. Here's Payne one more time to Galvin. That one hit pretty good to right field. Pato going back towards the wall, leaps up, and he made the catch up against the Dandy Diane's sign. Pato may have robbed a home run from Galvin as he went up high and made the catch. That's it for Galvin, and that's it for Miami here in the top of the ninth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Golden Eagles one chance here now to go in the bottom of the ninth inning. Down 5-2 tonight. 5-2 lead for Miami over the Eagles. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Back in a moment. Golden Eagle baseball, Southern Miss baseball from Learfield.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Well, here we go. Bottom of the ninth inning. Eagles looking for some of that Pete Taylor Park magic. They are down 3 runs to Miami as we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Urban, Higdon, Stockman scheduled up for the Eagles. Urban has gone 0 for 3 tonight. Right-handed hitting designated hitter. Pitch on the way from Walters, called strike fastball. That was a 96-mile-an-hour heater that time by Walters. 0-1 pitch, fouled back, but Urban in the hole 0-2.
It's good stuff, John. This is going to have to come against. He is sat 96, popping 98.
0-2. Now to Urban. The right-hander Walters fires. Fastball called strike right down the middle. His second strikeout of the night. Urban retired. Eagles down to their final couple of outs tonight. Here's Ben Higdon. Higdon 0 for 4 tonight with a run scored. And Miami 2 outs away from a regional title. Foul ball back into the screen by Higdon.
Miami just choosing heater from the hand of Brian Walters at the moment.
0-1 to Higdon. On the way, up high. Winner of this game will meet the Louisville Cardinals in the Super Regional. Louisville already wrapped up their regional title earlier today. 1-1 to Higdon. Pitch on the way. Outside for ball. 2-1.
The one thing here is you just got to make sure what you're attacking is in the zone. Got to make sure Brian Walters comes to you. Now, with what he does, it's going to be velocity, and you got to be on time. But make sure you hit a strike.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 96 mile an hour. Walters fastball. Higdon in the hole. Well, a 2-2 count actually now to Higdon, who had a base hit back in the second inning tonight. 2-2. Stayed up high. 3-2. Now, Walter's not a guy that walks a lot of batters. 3-2 pitch coming here to Higdon. Stockman waiting on deck. Pato would follow him. 3-2 pitch. Outside, he walked him. Higdon gets on base. So Golden Eagles a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the ninth inning for Tucker Stockman. Stockman's had a great year for the Golden Eagles, both defensively and offensively. Big at bat here. He got a single back in the seventh inning that brought in a Golden Eagle run. Righty-righty matchup here. Pitch on the way to Stockman. Swings and fouls it away. Went after the first one and fouled it back to the right side. Out of play, back into the parking lot.
That was 97 at his letters. Got the barrel on it. Just fouled it away.
Stockman trying to keep it going here in the ninth. Swings and bounces one out towards short. Shortstop charging. He's got it. Throw to first is just in time. Boy, he got Stockman by about a step. Higdon goes down to second base. Stockman out. Nice play there by Ogden, the shortstop, to get Stockman at first. Eagles down to their final out. And it'll be Carson Pato. Eagles are down 3 runs. 5-2 ball game. Miami on top. Miami scored early, got a 1-0 lead. Eagles tied at 1-1. Miami then 4 runs to go ahead. 5-1 at the time. Pato swings, high fly ball, deep left field to the scoreboard. It is a home run for Carson Pato. He makes it a 1-run ball game. Pato, it might have been his final at bat as a Golden Eagle, and he hits it out of the ballpark. Off the scoreboard here at Pete Taylor Park. And it's a 5-4 ball game here tonight at Pete Taylor Park. Wow. Carson Pato, whose name is all over the record book here at Southern Miss, adds another chapter to a great baseball history for that young man. It's a 1-run ball game here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Pato, a 2-run home run. His 16th home run of the year makes it a 5-4 ball game.
Laz Gutierrez is out to the mound, but John Cox, you can't script sports.
No.
And Carson Pato just had himself a moment in the black and gold. This crowd deserved it. Carson Pato deserved it. It's going to be tough. You got to scratch across one more. And Carson Pato getting his curtain call, and well-deserved at Pete Taylor Park.
Home run number 16 on the year for CP. And that'll be one we'll remember for a long, long time. And Eagles still have some life. Seth Smith will be the batter. 5-4 ball game. Smith has gone 0 for 2 in this ball game tonight. 2-run home run by Pato here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Walters, the right-hander, to the plate. That one misses, ball 1. Jake Cook is waiting on deck for the Eagles. Smith's job, get on base some way, somehow here in the ninth inning. Pitch to the plate, down low, 2-0. Never over till it's over.
It's the beauty of this game. Must be 27 outs, not 26.
2-0 pitch. coming to Smith. And he lost his bat. Foul ball back to the left side. Bat wound up over top of the Miami dugout on that first base side. And trainer Todd McCall going to track that bat down. 2 balls and a strike to Seth Smith. Eagles get the 2-1 home run off the bat of Pato off the scoreboard here at Pete Taylor Park. Seth Smith trying to keep it alive. Smith the batter. Cook on deck. Pratt would follow him. But Eagles are down to their final out here tonight at Pete Taylor Park. And Smith's job is simple. Get on base. Crowd cheering USM as Smith takes his place. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball left field. Going to be caught out there in left field by Galvin. And that'll do it for Smith. And Miami racing out to dogpile out on the mound as they're celebrating a regional victory here at Pete Taylor Park. Now the Eagles going to fall tonight by a score of 5-4. Smith flies out to left to end the ball game, and the regional champions here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, are going to be the Hurricanes of the University of Miami. In the 9th inning, the Golden Eagles come up with a couple of runs. 2 runs on that 1 base hit, the Pato home run. No errors and nobody left on base. Final line score, Miami tonight 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors and 6 left on base. Eagles 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors and 5 left on base tonight. So Eagles going to see their season come to an end. A great season by the Eagles. They're going to fall to 47-16 on the year with the loss here tonight, while Miami stays alive, and they'll play in the second round of these NCAA championships in the Super Regionals. They'll take on the Louisville Cardinals, who won the regional earlier today. Miami goes to 34-25 on the year. But the final score here tonight at Pete Taylor Park, Miami wins it by a score of 5-4. The way it kind of played out tonight, the Golden Eagles and Miami early on, a kind of a pitcher's duel. Miami got a run in the second inning to go up 1-0. Eagles got that run back to the bottom of the